Episode 4130, Find the Gift in the Grind.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're ready to do a happy dance. Why? Because it's Inspiration Motivation Day. I want you to have a smile on your face and joy in your heart. I want you to be able to take a deep breath regardless of what's going on in your life. All the chaos, all the busyness, no. Find the gift in the grind. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. You know, some days don't ask permission, right? They just show up loud, full, and relentless, like, I'm going to take you out. And you're like, really? The alarm goes off before you're ready. You can't hit snooze fast enough, meaning before it went off. The inbox is already 3 messages deep or maybe 300 messages deep before your coffee's even brewed. And somewhere between the meeting that ran long and the errand you forgot, you look up and realize the whole day has already passed you by and you can barely remember a single moment of it. Like, what did you have for lunch, let alone dinner? This is the trap of a busy life. Of being so busy where we get wrapped up in the doing that we forget to notice we're living. And in that forgetting, we lose something precious, the ability to truly understand and see what's good and that it's been sitting right in front of us the entire time. So at some point you have to be willing to find the gift in the grind. You know, it is Inspiration Motivation Day, and with inspiration, it usually doesn't arrive as a lightning bolt. Wouldn't it be nice if it did? Like, hello, here I am, ready to share the world, right, with you. And it wants to give you a message. Wouldn't it be nice if something just popped up? Now, you can do that. You can do, your emails, sign up for newsletters and all of this. And I get that. You can read a devotion. You can read a chapter of a book. You can read the Bible. But most days, it's quieter than that. You're not going to get that lightning bolt strike. You may get something great out of what you read. It may hit you at a certain point, but it's still quieter. It's a decision, right? Made over and over to notice what is still true, even when everything feels just like it's moving too fast. Chaos and gratitude are not opposites, even though sometimes we think they should be. But they really can't exist in the same breath, in the same hour, the same overwhelming Tuesday. The Apostle Paul wrote this from a prison cell. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. He wasn't writing from a mountaintop retreat. He was writing from chains. And yet he understood something we often forget in the middle of our own noise, in my noise. And I got a lot of noise right now. There are so many, apple, oranges, bananas, and plums I'm juggling right now. And I think I've got a few grapes up in the air too. And let me tell you, when they're not all about the same size, it's hard to juggle it all, isn't it? But my friend, joy isn't the reward we get after the chaos clears. It's a choice we make inside of it. And the same is true for gratitude. It's not the feeling you have when life finally settles down. It's like, oh, I can breathe. Like, oh, we're going to have a great day. You may have a great day, but you also may have a chaotic great day. It's the practice you build while life is still happening. Small moments are still moments. And you don't need this perfect day to find something worth being thankful for. You need eyes willing to look, ears willing to hear, and a heart ready to capture it all. Maybe it's the way the light came through the window this morning. Maybe it's that sweet little cardinal that came and landed just outside your window and just started singing. Maybe it's a text from a friend who was thinking of you exactly at the right time. Maybe it's simply that you woke up, you took a breath, and you just really get another shot for today. You're like, yes, I can do this. Now, none of these things are small when you actually stop to notice them, right? This is a day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. But we don't do that enough. And honestly, I think we want to do it when life is easier. Life feels calm, cool, and collected. But you see, we don't really see it that way, do we? That perfect morning, that perfect evening, You get today, though. You get to make a choice to rejoice in it. Maya Angelou put it simply, this is a wonderful day. I've never seen this one before. I mean, think about that statement. You know, we hear these quotes and we read the scriptures and we read the writings from other people. You listen to the podcast here, you listen to other podcasts, right? You listen to your shows and there's these phrases or words that jump out and we encapsulate them for a moment in our head and we're like, wait, freeze, hold on. I need a freeze moment. But then that's it. It's like, okay, yeah, we got it. Now next, bye. But what if we really were to take it in and let it sink deep within ourselves, into our soul and our spirit? This is a wonderful day. I've never seen this one before. I've been working on this myself. Yeah, because I've got the apple, oranges, bananas, plums, and grapes all up in the air right now. And no matter how repetitive our routine feels, no version of today has ever existed before. And that alone is worth a second look. You know, I think about how we show up in our everyday, and it would be easy to just say, be grateful. And we do, don't we? I know I've said it to you many, many times. Many times I have. Oh, just be grateful. And then leave it there. But you see, gratitude in the middle of a hard, full, chaotic day isn't a feeling that shows up uninvited. It's a discipline. It's a discipline you build on. And it builds on purpose, the same way you'd build any other habit. Have we ever really stopped to think that gratitude, a discipline? Being grateful, a discipline? Maybe if you were to look at your 3 points in every day, like morning, midday, and night, I kind of think about David and all of this. Just pause for 10 seconds and name one true good thing. Not the biggest thing, just one true thing. It could be the littlest thing. It could be that cute little cardinal that showed up and was just whistling to his heart's content. Maybe it's that cup of coffee that actually was hot this time. You're like, yes. Or they got your name, right? You go to that favorite coffee shop and they spelled your name right. Not with a C, but with a K. A conversation that went well and much better than expected. We love those, especially when it comes to our spouses or our bosses. The simple fact that you're still standing at the end of all of it. Paul said this, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. That's in 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Not for all circumstances, like, oh, well, some days will work, or genuinely hurt and pretending otherwise helps no one, but in all circumstances, in all, there is still something to hold on to. There is still hope. There is something beyond this craziness of the chaos and the grind that you're in. The discipline is training yourself to find it, even on the days it's hiding. Find the gift in the grind. And you know, some days just aren't busy, are they? They're heavy. We've got a few things happening right now to some people that are close to my kiddos. And they're heavy. They're heavy days. And there are some moments that I wake up and I'm thinking, what's next? You're going to have days that are going to test you. You'll have days that'll disappoint you or leave you wondering if you have anything left to give. And maybe it's those days where you sit down on the couch, you put your feet up, next thing you know, you're like dozing off, falling asleep. You're like, why? You're not just physically exhausted. or emotionally exhausted, spiritually exhausted, psychologically exhausted. You've given and given and given. And your body says, I'm done. But you see, those days need honesty as much as gratitude. It's okay to acknowledge that something is hard. It's okay to say, you know what? I didn't do great today. I missed something. Or, man, I wish I could have a do-over, but I can't, but I do have tomorrow. There's new mercies in the morning. But hard doesn't have to mean hopeless, does it? James wrote to people who were living through real trials, not hypothetical ones. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. This isn't about faking a smile through pain. It's about trusting that even the hard chapters are shaping you into someone steadier, someone stronger, someone who knows how to keep showing up. Perseverance isn't built on easy days. It's built on the ones you didn't think you'd get through. And you did it anyway. Winston Churchill, I believe, has been credited in saying this: if you're going through HE double hockey sticks, keep going. I mean, in all honesty, who wants to stop? Because the point was never to stop and admire the flames, right? You don't want to sit there and live in the chaos. The point is to keep walking, to keep running, to keep moving, to keep going where? Forward motion, because the other side does exist. My friend, inspiration is a practice of presence. And at the end of the day, inspiring yourself through the ups and downs isn't about manufacturing positivity. It's not about saying, I can do this on my own. I'm going to think these thoughts and have them. I'm not saying you can't sit here and have things written down for, your remembrances and all of that for your memory to be able to grab a hold of it. Yes, use all of those strategies. It's also not about ignoring what's genuinely difficult. It's about presence. Being awake enough to own life, your own life, to notice the good that's still there, even when it's surrounded by everything that isn't. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. Not because every day is easy, because it's not, but because every day holds something worth keeping if you're willing to look for it. Where have you found joy today, in the moment? Maybe your day is beginning to wind down and you're like, oh, it's just been a day. I just need something more than what I've gotten. Not because of what you think you've tried to manufacture, not because that you deserve it, but you know that in the grind of the chaos, the meeting, the messes, the moments that don't go as planned, you got to make note and pause. Breathe. Look around. Somewhere in the noise, there is still a reason to be grateful. There is still a reason to keep going. There is still a reason to rejoice. And oh, my friend, that reason is often smaller than you expect, yet closer than you think. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life, and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.